What is going on, Heat Nation? It's your boy Ernest, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Hope everybody's having a beautiful day so far. With all that hoopla said, you guys, off we go on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. And I'm very excited about this video, you guys, because we're going to be talking about a couple different things. Give you guys a few updates with current Miami Heat players. And of course, at the end of the video, it's your favorite part of the episode, guys. Damian Lillard updates continues with a new update for you guys. So before we get the video started, go ahead, y'all. Hit the like button, comment. At the end of the video, don't forget to subscribe. Click that notification bell to get all my updates. Y'all the real MVPs. One more time, thank you guys again for the 1,000 hit subscribers. I love you guys. Y'all the real MVPs. So in this video, you guys, I want to talk a little bit about current Miami Heat players and recent rumors and news that I've heard. Now, first and foremost, I want to start with Kyle Lowry. Now, I recently reported videos that there was rumors going on that Kyle Lowry was possibly looking to be waived and stretched by the Miami Heat. For those of you that don't know what waived and stretched means, it means that Kyle Lowry is going to be making $29.7 million this upcoming season. So if the Miami Heat decides to waive and stretch him, they're going to pay out that salary for the next 3 years, and that way it doesn't hit our books that bad with the taxes. It was reported by Ethan Skolnick and by several other Miami Heat reporters. That's not true. So the news that Kyle Lowry is going to be waived and stretched if they're not able to find a trade partner for him is false. That is not true. Ethan Skolnick said he heard it directly from a source in the Miami Heat that works directly with the team. So that's actually a positive sign, you guys, because I never wanted Kyle Lowry to be waived. That's a terrible decision. He has a tradable contract. It's an expiring contract. Whether you can trade it the offseason or in the middle of the season, it's definitely a great benefit to have. But not just trading his contract, you guys. I know Kyle Lowry is going to be 38 years old next season. But Kyle Lowry showed you some big moments, especially in the NBA playoffs. He is a guy whose veterans presence and leadership you need out there, especially if you want to win a championship. Dude's been to 2 different NBA finals. He's been to multiple All-Star games. This is a guy that you want on our roster. You just don't want to pay $30 million for him. So that's the issue that's going on right now with Kyle Lowry and the Miami Heat. Miami want to try to find a trade suitor for him. If they can't, it looks like they're going to keep him. Smart idea. I know a lot of people don't agree with that. I know a lot of you guys want Kyle Lowry out of this team, but you got to understand, he is beneficial to this roster, so waiving him is just a terrible idea, especially if you're trying to win an NBA championship. You don't do moves like this. I don't know if you guys remember, but in 2014, the Miami Heat, with the final year of the Big Three era, they waived and amnestied Mike Miller's $6.3 million contract, which was ridiculous because Mike Miller was a bona fide beneficial role player to that team. And that move that Mickey Arison made just to save some money on the tax was one of the reasons why LeBron left this team. When you're trying to win a championship, you fucking go all in, man. I don't care about numbers. I don't care about taxes. You pay the taxes for these players, all right? Because there was a recent report that came out earlier today that one of the main reasons why Miami didn't trade for Bradley Beal was because Pat Riley couldn't sell Mickey Arison on the tax penalties that he's going to be hit. So that was a smart decision. But waiving and stretching Kyle Lowry would not be. Let me know what you guys think on that. Now, the next person that I want to talk about from the Miami Heat roster is a current free agent, Max Strus. Now, Max Strus right now, you guys, I've said it recently. He's going to command anywhere from $10 to $15 million in the open market. Teams are probably looking to use their mid-level exception for Max Strus. That's going to be the $12.2 million non-taxpayer mid-level exception. There's a few teams that can offer him that. Now, Miami, I've mentioned this to you guys. If they choose to bring back Max Strus, you're not only paying him his contract, but because you're going to be a second apron team, you got to think about the taxes that you're going to pay him. And there was a rumor today that came out that the Indiana Pacers are ready to offer Max Strus a huge contract. I've heard anywhere from 3 years to 45 to 60 million dollars. They're looking to start Max Strus on a pay anywhere between 15 to 16 million dollars. Sounds ridiculous, right? Miami gave Duncan Robinson a 5-year, $90 million contract back in 2021. So it's crazy if Miami gives Max a contract like that, but you could see another team do it. A team like Indiana could definitely use Max Strus' shooting, his hustle play. I love Max Strus. I want Max Strus back. There ain't no way I'm okay with giving him that type of money. So it looks like Max Strus is not going to be coming back, you guys, unless he wants to take the hometown discount, stay here and try to run it back. I think a fair contract for Max Strus is something that we gave to Caleb Martin. 3 years, $20 million with a player option in the 3rd year. Max ain't going to take that. I feel that Max Strus is looking to get paid. He's looking to get the bag right now. Dude had a shitty NBA Finals, but he has a lot of momentum going on right now. He wants that bag. So if this is the end of Max Strus for the Miami Heat, Max Strus, thank you for everything you've done. You're the real MVP, bro. We loved you here in the Miami Heat. I hope we can work this out and have you come back, but I get it. You got to go get your paper, boo-boo. I understand. Moving on from Max Strus, the final player that I want to talk about, you guys, is Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent is the same situation we have going on with Max Strus. If we re-sign Gabe Vincent, same thing. You're going to be paying the tax penalties for Gabe Vincent. But what I've heard, all the sources that I have told me that the Miami Heat have a higher priority of re-signing Gabe Vincent. I have said that in the past. Here's the proof. A report came out earlier today that the Miami Heat will meet with Gabe Vincent this week to discuss his future with the team. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean they're going to talk to him about re-signing, not coming back, possible trade? I think the Miami Heat are looking to re-sign Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent was huge in the playoffs. He's gotten better every single season. He's a starting caliber NBA point guard in the NBA, in my opinion. But if we trade for Damian Lillard and bring Gabe Vincent back, he's going to be the 6th man. And he's going to be one of the best 6 men in the NBA. I've said this before. Gabe Vincent is the best backup point guard in the NBA. You bring Dame Lillard on this team with Gabe Vincent, that's a problem. I prefer Gabe Vincent coming back. A point guard is a specialty position that you need. We don't have many. It's just Gabe Vincent and Kyle Lowry. All of this decision on Gabe Vincent, you guys, and Max Strus is going to fall on what we do with Damian Lillard. Now, with that said, another team can just come and swoop in and say, here's $20 million a year, Gabe Vincent. And then Gabe will take that to Miami, and Miami's got to make a decision. Here's what I think this meeting is about. I think Miami want to re-sign Gabe Vincent. And the fact that they're meeting with Gabe Vincent and not Max Strus, in my opinion, is because they're trying to sell Gabe Vincent on this trade for Damian Lillard. Guys, I think the Miami Heat knows way more than we do. That's an obvious statement. But they're not holding stuff like this back for nothing to happen. I have a strong feeling, and I've said this and I've been reporting this for multiple weeks, you guys, that the Miami Heat will trade for Damian Lillard. I feel it. I know it's going to happen. I'm positive, you guys. I had that feeling. I had that feeling that this is going to happen. It's the same feeling I had back in 2010. I remember when in the free agency, nobody thought Miami can get LeBron. And I was telling my mom and my brothers, Ralph, you know him from the channel. I was telling so many people, it's going to be LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. I know it. And it happened. In 2018, I said, we're going to get Jimmy Butler. He requested to come to Miami. The trade didn't happen until a year later, but it happened. I have that same feeling for Damian Lillard, you guys. So I think what Miami's trying to do with Gabe Vincent is say, hold off signing anything if you can. Because we are trying to make a huge trade for Damian Lillard, and we want you back. In my opinion, you guys, that's the reason why they want this meeting with Gabe Vincent. It's to sell him on the fact that not only we want him back, but also what we're trying to build in this team. It was a similar conversation that Miami had with Bam Adebayo back in 2020 after the bubble. They could have given him that rookie extension right then and there, but they wanted to wait to see what Giannis Antetokounmpo did, because they wanted to bring Giannis to this team back in 2022. I don't know if you guys remember that, but Miami was shooting for Giannis. Once Giannis signed that Supermax extension, literally the day after Miami signed Bam Adebayo to his max contract extension. So Miami's going to try to sell Gabe Vincent on the same thing. And I think it's going to happen, you guys. Now, moving on to your favorite part of the episode. Dame Lillard watch, baby. Yes. Yeah, I know you guys love it. Look, some of you may be annoyed with the fact that we're talking about Damian Lillard every video, but he's the hottest topic right now for the Miami Heat, you guys, so we are going to have to talk about it every video. Now, here's the recent update that I heard. This was an update yesterday, but I wanted to talk about it today. It was reported that the Portland Trail Blazers are lukewarm about receiving Tyler Hero in a trade. I'm not surprised, because if you trade Dame Lillard, you still have Scoot Henderson, Shaedon Sharpe, and Anthony Simons. Tyler Hero doesn't really fit on that team unless they trade Sharpe and Simons and they want a backcourt of Hero and Henderson. That's not going to happen. So here's what I think is going to happen. And some of you have already said this in my comments. You guys are the good, y'all amazing. But you guys are right. It does look like that the Miami Heat are going to have to bring in possibly a third team to make this trade. Here's why. If you can trade Tyler Hero's contract to a team that's willing to accept it, let's say a San Antonio, an Indiana, a Detroit, one of these teams that look at Tyler Hero's value, and he has a lot, you guys, 23 years old, and the dude is a scorer. He averages 20 points a game on a team where two other guys average 20. You put him in Detroit, San Antonio, Indiana, one of these teams, dude's averaging anywhere from 25 to 28 points a game. So if you can take Tyler Hero's contract and get multiple first-round picks back, now you can present Portland with an offer of Kyle Lowry, Victor Oladipo, whose contracts are expiring. That's $40 million right there, okay? You can take those two. I don't want to include Caleb Martin, and there has been recent rumors that Damian Lillard prefers Caleb Martin to stay on this team. So let's say we don't add Caleb Martin, hopefully. Now you're going to have to add Nikola Jovic, Hayward Highsmith, maybe even Jaquez. I'm hearing that the Miami Heat do not want to add Jaquez to the trade. So they're going to try to keep him. But if you make that trade and take all those first-round picks and attach it to the offer, now you can trade for Damian Lillard. You can also keep Caleb Martin with that deal. Hopefully keep Jaquez, and now you're building for this team. You can bring back Kevin Love and Gabe Vincent. You can bring back a bunch of players on the minimum contracts like I was mentioning in the previous video. Hopefully Miami can use that $4.7 million trade exception for Eric Gordon. If not, whatever. But guys, Miami Heat have so much possibility and wiggle room to still be a contender next season. Whether we trade for Dame or not, this is a championship level team. Because we have Himmy. That's it, bro. Next year in the playoffs, you know that Himmy going to turn it on. Now, we only got 2 more years of Himmy, in my opinion. Maybe 3. So Miami needs to put a championship team around him now. We have it. We have it. Yeah, we need to add a big man here and there. That's fine. But we have a championship level team. And if you can go ahead and retweak and get some things that'll help you out a little bit better, I know that we can compete with the very best in the NBA. So I want to hear from you guys. Take a moment and let me know what you think in the comments. What do you think about the Kyle Lowry news? Are you okay with letting go of Max Strus? And do you want to bring Gabe Vincent back, or are you okay with letting those two walk? What do you think about the news about Tyler Hero with Portland being lukewarm for the trade? What team do you feel would be the perfect fit for a 3-team trade for Tyler Hero? Let me know in the comments, you guys. Take a moment and smash that like button to help your boy with this YouTube algorithm. The more likes I get, the more it's going to be recommended to other people. Share on your social medias. Let them know what's going on with Miami Heat Talk. But please, you guys, if you ain't subscribed, take a moment and help your boy out. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out, you guys, trying to get super successful on this YouTube platform. I love y'all. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. And until next time, it's your boy Ernest out. That's enough said. Let's go Heat.